You already know who it is. Soldier Boy. Not playing. Yeah, it's your girl Brown Sugar, Tanae, Nene, whatever you know me as, baby. Whatever it is that you call me, know that you can call me here for your tarot readings, your insight, your clarity, your deep mother loving dig. If you find me on my channel, you can always find me doing a collective message. Short, long, live, for the collective, y'all. It's for y'all. Thank you so much for joining me. If you were intrigued by the title, by my face, by the cards, anything you see, there's probably definitely a message here for you, whether the entire message resonates or whether just one little sentence of it resonates. Thank you for joining me, okay? But if anything does resonate from this reading, my love, all that I ask is that you hit that thumbs up so I can see what it's hitting on, or comment down below if you want to show me some extra love. If you don't, that is definitely okay. You ain't gotta love everybody, but as long as you fucking with my vibe, baby, throw me a subscribe, baby, because I'm gonna show up for y'all every time. Is it random? Yes. But do I show up to help? Also, yes. Okay. We're definitely going to see what's in the collective energy today, what we're going to talk through, what the tea gonna be. Let me get that little light out of the corner here. Heck yeah. Let me see. Am I forgetting anything? If you're new and you're just seeing my face, welcome in. I definitely have space for you in the collective. If the whole thing don't resonate, that don't mean I ain't got space for you in the collective, baby. All right. Oh yeah. After this, I probably at some point will be going live on TikTok. I'll go live on TikTok, y'all. My TikTok name is the Cosmicbrownsugaa, spelled correctly. Okay. I do have a lot of fake accounts, but just know if I'm reaching out to you, asking you about a reading, baby, that's not me. Okay. If you go check my TikTok has about 2K. Okay. So that's how you gonna know the difference. All right. Also, heck yeah, I don't know what else I was going to say, but we are going to get into the energy. I feel like I'm leaving something out, y'all. No, I don't think I am. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the energy. Why don't you? I don't really know what direction this is going to be going. I always pop up randomly over here. Oh, I was going to say that when I go live on TikTok, I do short paid reads if you are looking for a discounted price on my readings. Okay, so just know that. If you catch me live on TikTok, that's going to be the lowest you ever see my prices, baby. Oh yeah, I do personal readings. That is what I was forgetting, okay? If you want a personal reading with me, baby, down below in my description, you should be able to get the details on my contact information and things of that nature. We are going to start with the Mystic Black Rose, okay? So we can see what's in the energy, see what's going on here. And yeah, okay. For the collective, Most High angels, ancestors, and ascended masters, meant to help the collective towards their highest good. What the collective got going on today? What do the collective really got going on today? Let's see. Faith and foresight. Faith and foresight are the first two cards out. Faith says wishing, praying, and hope. Faith, foresight, and frozen. It's a lot of F energy here. Faith says wishing, praying, and hope. Foresight says it's in the future, a few days to a few weeks, few months direction forward. And frozen says not speaking, stonewall, not taking action. Okay, somebody could need to act on whatever it is they have faith in, okay, in order for something to pop off for them in the next few weeks. Observing is here as well, talking about being watched, social media stalking, keeping an eye on you, obsessed with you. Okay, so somebody could be giving you a little peek, collective. You could be, okay, so somebody here could be in a frozen and or like a stagnant energy when it comes to whatever they have faith in. And it's because somebody has eyes on them. If you don't know what that energy is, why you feel weird about your path all of a sudden, it's because somebody may be watching you. Very interesting. Decision on the bottom, wrong reasons, contemplating, stay or leave uncertain. So somebody is coming across some sort of uncertainty here. Some uncertainty. Let me show y'all though. We got faith and foresight here, but we also got frozen and observing here. Okay, somebody could have stopped in their tracks You know, a song that I was listening to right before this, or I've been listening to a lot these past couple days, is called Right Back by Khalid. Somebody just needs to get back into that little schedule you had, or that little flow. Somebody was in flow, but now they're like, somebody here was in flow, but now they kind of like stuck. You know what I'm saying? That kind of energy. Or you may have been feeling kind of stuck the past couple of days. It could be that you just need to act on your faith. But it's given that there might be somebody with eyes on you that's making you feel some type of way. Okay. I'm going to get the energy from the Kipper deck to see if there's anything significant from there. For the collective. Why did my door just creak? Oh, my door just creaked. It said, change. Okay, so nothing came out of the Kipper deck, but change is on the bottom. Okay, so somebody just needs to change who it is that they're around with official person behind change. If you can't change the person, change the person. Might be significant. Okay, let's get these intentions then. Let's see if anything comes out of the intention deck. Mind you, what was on top was secret. Secret. That was earlier though. Now it was support, but we're about to see. Oh. Okay. Gift, entertainment, and greed. And grapevine. Grapevine on the bottom. Hey Rachel, good to see you up in here. How are you? You know, it's always good to see you. I got grapevine on the bottom. Heard something you're going to be interested in. Who else up in here? Hey. I'll see you. Thank you for the thumbs up. Y'all too. But yeah, how y'all doing? How is y'all doing? I heard something you're going to be interested in. I'm doing good, okay? I was in a funk yesterday, y'all. The same energy that I'm speaking on, okay? I did kind of have that same energy yesterday, so I'm glad I'm over that little hump, okay? Good to hear you doing good. Don't act like you don't ring bell. There we go. But yeah, and thank you for the thumbs up, whoever else is up in here. But we've been talking about what came out so far as faith and foresight. And then frozen and observing. And then I just got some energy from the intention deck. We got entertainment and greed. And then gift is here as well. So somebody has some sort of gift. Some of y'all got the gift of foresight. Okay. But for some, like, I feel like somebody here recently, like kind of like me yesterday, there could have been like a lot of people watching you. Now, not always beknownst to you, but sometimes that negative energy that you may feel about your path here and there is coming from people who are watching you secretly and trying to cast that energy onto you. Mind you, entertainment here says, I find your life amusing and your stories comical. Greed says, I'm pursuing wealth and power with no regard for ethical or moral boundaries. Thank you for that thumbs up. What's up, bro? Good to see you. Tell me when my ex-brother-in-law is at my house. Why you going live? So I'm half here, half not. Wow. Period. That's good. Stopping through. You know what I'm saying? Gift says, there is something I'd like you to have. It's almost as if your guides, your angels, the Most High, they, you know, want you to keep going with whatever thing you, whatever gift you may have, whatever gift of foresight, whatever it is that you would like to do here in the future soon. But it's giving sometimes when you allow other people's like influence to taint the work that you know you're doing for your highest good, it almost gives the energy of greed here, not only on the person who's watching you and casting secret energies onto you. I mean, greed there for them as well, but when you step back because of the way that you feel, that's also a little bit of greed on your part as well. I did the same thing yesterday. Like, I was having a really great day, okay, but when my family got home, I always greet them, I always say hello. But yesterday, when I was greeting my mom and saying hello, like, she just didn't answer me. And she also gave me, like, this stankiest look. And I'm just coming from having a great day, and I actually allowed that to shoot me down, so much so that the live that I was planning to do yesterday night, I did not do. And I actually started to feel physically sick, soreness in my body and things like that. And that was kind of greedy a little bit on my part. You know what I'm saying? Because I still could have came through for my people. I still could have came through despite how I was feeling, but I didn't. Because I didn't feel like I had to do it after you know what I'm saying, my positive bubble got bursted. Okay, so that could be really significant here. Somebody could be being greedy with their gift on behalf of other folks. Okay. It's good to see you up in here, Brooke. And thank you for whoever got that third thumbs up. All right. Mind y'all, if anything resonates, throw me that thumbs up. Or say something down in the comments. Okay, help get the message out. I love you. You know what I'm saying? Even if you just spend a little time with me here, I love y'all. All right. And that's why I show up randomly. Okay, so period. Let's get into the tarot message. Let's get into the tarot message. I'm gonna go with the good tarot. Okay. Because we got the Ace of Wands on the bottom. And Ace of Wands always definitely reminds me of passion and also a magic wand, you know what I'm saying, so to speak, because somebody here does have a gift, and maybe it's connected with magic, maybe it's connected with foresight. Okay, either way, somebody has a gift that can definitely help others, and when you hold back because of the way you feel, it has an effect on the way you prosper, you know what I'm saying, something like that. For the collective, what's significant here about this energy? Faith, foresight, frozen. Oh, somebody's gift also may get halted when you let other people affect the way you deliver or something like that. Okay, Three of Swords here talks about heartbreak or rejection being God's protection. It's not about, it's almost like the message here is like, yeah, like when you get knocked down, sometimes, especially by the people you love, sometimes, I heard this from my friend earlier on his live, like, sometimes it's not even your family doing those things. Sometimes it's somebody speaking through them to see how you gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of energy, like an energy of a test that's unbeknownst to them and unbeknownst to you. All you have to do is continue to push through. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of energy. But Three of Swords does talk about rejection being God's protection. So in that moment of rejection I did feel from my very own family, I could have still pushed through because I could have centered myself and realized, okay, that attitude, it don't have nothing to do with me, truly. Was it directed at me? Sure. But truly, that had nothing to do with me. And it's about to be 444, as I say that, with the 4 of Wands on the bottom. Hard times don't change the purpose. Okay, that could be very significant here. All right, and I listen, I only say it because I am also struggling with the same thing. Hard times do not change the purpose. You know what I'm saying? I've been here since you started. Love, I love you. And oh, I'm trying to be incognito, but I always give my thumbs up and send my love. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. The ones who sit in silence and the ones who speak up. You know, quality time is one of my favorite love languages. So you know what I'm saying? I appreciate even when y'all come through just to spend a little time with me, because all I'm trying to do is conversate, you know what I'm saying, and tap in with y'all. And offer some guidance if guidance is needed. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of energy. But I appreciate you telling me that. That made my day. Period. Okay, so yeah, hard times don't change the purpose, which could be very significant to somebody. And y'all, I can believe that I'm also struggling with that myself. A lot of times, like it just be like that. I can't believe I let like somebody else have an effect on my energy so big. But it's always your loved ones that it really, you know what I'm saying? If it's just a hater, that's a hater, and a hater gonna be a hater. But when it's somebody you love, sometimes you gotta realize, okay, is this a test? Is this really about me? It wasn't about me, but I did make it about me. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. But yeah, let's get into it though. What else is significant here for the lovely collective? 9 of Fire. So 9 of Fire gives me contemplation, okay, or introspection. Contemplating and introspection. Okay, because 9 of Fire is right before the 10 of Fire or the 10 of Wands, which really highlights the ending of a cycle. Okay, now I can confidently say from starting from yesterday how I did that, I can say since hearing my friends speak on it as well to me, it was just like, you know, maybe I can confidently say like I've observed what really stunted me in that moment. And it wasn't even my mom, it was me. You know what I'm saying? I let that shit touch me in the soul instead of just letting it roll off my back because it really had nothing to do with me. Okay. But it's giving the introspection stage when it comes to closing out a cycle here. And that is a cycle that I can say I do plan to close. Okay? Because if I, you know, I don't know what else to say about that, to be honest. Like, but I really, yeah. Sometimes you got to be patient with people. Patience is here, or the temperance and others. The temperance in other decks, but in this deck it is patience. Okay. Maybe you want to be bestowing patience onto the same people that you expect patience from. You know. The Emperor's on the bottom. Some of y'all could be being very patiently waiting to get into this bossed up energy, this Emperor's energy, or you could be patiently waiting on some sort of Emperor or some sort of help here. What's significant about patience for the collective? Hanged Man here as well, a forced wait. Hands are tied. All right. Number 12. Okay. LOL. I just thought I'd keep on waiting on the world to change. Some of y'all is waiting for this change. Okay. But it comes with, I guess, accepting that when people hurt you, sometimes it's not all about you. Sometimes they have their own thing going on. You know? Being a bigger person is never really, especially if, like, somebody who is, like, trying you is, like, older than you. It's, like, being a bigger person is so hard because it's like, why are you acting like that? But in some situations like that, it's best to just be patient with people. Especially because maybe they haven't mastered their energy the way that you some of y'all claim to have mastered your mind and mastered your energy. You know what I'm saying? So when other people come and test that, let's make sure we staying up to par with the test, okay? What else for the collective at this time? That manifestation though with the Magician here. Ooh. I ain't even mean to put it on the table, but look, what I just said about that Ace of Wands. That magic wand, that Magician, baby. That's the key for somebody. I know dang well that was the key for me the way I was in my feelings yesterday. I was like, Yep, calling. Calling is here as well, or call, or the Judgment. Okay, and it's funny because when I was in my friend's live, he was doing tarot as well, and the Judgment came out reverse. And it really speaks to how when I let what somebody says affect what it is that I was already planning to do, it's a lapse in judgment. Okay, so it's given if you want to manifest what you said you was going to manifest, make sure your judgment stays upright, you know, the entire time. Like I said before, and I will say it again, probably a couple of times through this live. Hard times do not change the purpose. Hard times does not change what it is that you're supposed to do. Okay. Hard times is not an excuse to not hold up your end. That one was a hard one. Because, I mean, I honestly, I be saying the same thing, though, that I done mastered my mind. You know what I'm saying? Mastered my Magician's energy. Whole time I got tested. And I failed that test yesterday. Yup. Yup. I still let people hurt my little feelings. But, hey. You know what I'm saying? We're human. But we on a spiritual journey, though. Like, we gonna get it. All right. What else is significant here for the collective at this time? Empress. I told you. That's what it's going to take for somebody to boss up. Literally just taking the shots and centering self and realizing when you center yourself and somebody throwing that kind of energy at you, they really only have that kind of energy to give at the moment. Okay. So as long as you let it ricochet, is what I should have did. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know. We live, we learn. Empress energy is here, though, talking about all of the queens in the upright, or very much well-rounded energy, you know. Messenger of water is here as well, talking about self-love. So it's given, if any of y'all have been paused on account of somebody else, it's definitely giving, go ahead and continue to pour into yourself and your purpose, because that really shouldn't have no effect. Ace of Swords on the bottom, talking about absolute truth is here as well. The messenger of water, though. Give me the messenger of water. What's significant about that for the collective at this time? Two of Cups. Equal, you get what you put into it. Yeah. So when you show up, even when times seem hard, that's when your magic is the strongest. When you transmute what was supposed to hurt you into something that coincides with your purpose. Okay, I get it. That one was for me too, y'all. I cannot listen. I know when the message hitting me. Yep, you get what you give. Two of Cups energy. In order to get something out of it, you got to get... I don't know how good... I could have had an amazing live last night. But what did I do? Wallowed in my feelings. Yup. Okay. Lost faith in myself. And that's really why some of y'all's ancestors, some of y'all's guides may have an issue with you, because it's not when you don't have faith in them, okay? Because that's something that they experience a lot with humans, not having faith in the other side and things like that. But it's when you don't believe in yourself that they really don't like, okay? Hi, may I please have a reading and thank you. I have in my description how to contact me for a personal reading, or if you don't want to pay full price, I will say I'm probably gonna go live on TikTok at some point. THEE Cosmicbrownsugaa. If you want to hit me over there, when I go live over there, I do paid reads. Over here, I keep it strictly collective on live because I just want to, stick to my roots over here. But if you want like the discounted reads and things like that, I hold that on my TikTok. I will go live later today to make some of that money. But yeah, over here I keep it strictly collective because I like going in with the original intent, baby. Heck yeah. Okay, what else here? Oh yeah, justice is on the bottom. Yep, you give what you get. 1-1, and I have the 2 right here. 1-1, which makes 2. Oh, thank you. Okay, bet. You know what I'm saying? You're welcome. Of course. You will. I ain't gonna lie. Even though I only got 2K on TikTok out there, if you look me up, there will be a lot of fake accounts. Yep. I can't find them. I can't run away from them. They copy me. They have my readings up and everything. So look for the person that got about like 2.1K. That's why I'm sitting there right now. And they're me. But there is a lot of fake accounts of me on TikTok, y'all. I cannot believe it because I don't see them. But people keep hitting me up. Oh, you was reaching out to me. No, I wasn't. I sure wasn't. What else here for the lovely collective at this time? Emperor, I told y'all. Okay, for some of y'all, this is about bossing up so that your emperor can find you, or bossing up so that your empress can find you, because we do have 2 of Cups here. You give what you get. If you continue to give into your purpose even when there are hard times, it's more likely that you're going to run into somebody with that exact same energy. You'll match, okay? And if you expect somebody to come in and love you like never before, make sure you loving yourself like never before, okay? Very significant. 4 of Wands is back on the bottom, okay? This is about a divine contract. For some of y'all, you really do want that little significant... Why say little? Y'all want that big significant other. And it's really going to take showing up on the days you don't want to. And I heard this from another creator on TikTok when I was scrolling through. Somebody was like, if you want to have your own thing when you're building a community and things like that, sometimes you are the only one that shows up. You know what I'm saying? Even when nobody else is showing up for you, you need to still show up for you. You know what I'm saying? Even though my family wasn't quite showing up for me in the energy like I needed them to yesterday, that don't mean that I don't show up for me. That don't mean that I don't get my thing out. That don't mean I gotta halt my messages. You know, it's getting kind of like that energy. All right, anything else from the good tarot for the lovely collective at this time? The moon. You ain't even gonna know what's next, okay? Moon talks about things being in the dark. Okay, give me the moon's energy here, though. Why is the moon here for the collective? What's significant? What is significant here? Okay, if you value yourself with the 4 of Water or the 4 of Cups here, when you pour that value into yourself, even when everybody else isn't, it'll make it easier for somebody to be able to spot that, baby. Somebody gonna be able to spot that. Okay, give me more. Give me more. For the collective. Look at that. The Star. Yeah. All you have to do is continue to show up for you, even on the days that you don't want to. And I promise somebody's going to love you for that. Okay, somebody gonna look at you and be like, wow, they really got their shit together. Like, whole time you showing up in shambles but just being authentic. But it's that really makes the difference. Showing up for you when you feel like nobody else is there, that's how you know you're dedicated to finding people who belong in your energy with you, I suppose. Okay, what else? After this, we're gonna get into the tea. We're gonna get a little tea. What else? Queen of Earth. For some of y'all, this does have to do with your place of work. Okay, like for me. Okay, I don't know how much money I could have made last night. Hell, that could have been last night. After that energy, if I'd have transmuted it instead of letting it hit my heart, if I cracked me up. Okay, if I'd have transmuted it and turned it into something for my purpose, I don't know how much money. I could have made a lot of money last night. Who the fuck knows? But I halted myself. You know what I'm saying? And that's the key to somebody's Empress energy here. Because like I said, the Empress is all the queens in the upright. So continuing to keep even showing up for yourself when it comes to your money, that could be very significant here as well. Somebody could look up to you. Thank y'all for those hearts. I see them. What else for the collective at this time? What else is significant? A walking away, a departure. Some sort of departure here. Okay, give me one more. What's this departure? Nine of Earth being on the bottom. Talking about self-sufficient energy. Not wanting for anything. Not needing for anything. Okay. Give me the Queen of Earth with the Eight of Cups for the collective at this time. What's significant here? Oh, it flipped itself back over. Don't turn down no offers at this time. Every offer that you get is one that actually belongs to you, with the Justice being the last card coming out. I said one more, I get Justice. Okay. Okay. Period. Let me go ahead and get this energy out of the way. Now let's get the tea though. And I think after this I may do a love reading. If y'all want a love reading, I don't know though. I might just get right on TikTok live after this. I don't know. We're gonna see. Justice here all day. Exactly. Libra gang. Okay. Libra gang. I love being a Libra. I ain't gonna lie. Okay. Yes, the tea. Tea time. Okay. Y'all, they didn't like my tea time read I posted yesterday. I wonder why. I'm like, dang, every other reading got some views on it, but my tea time read, but I guess it's gonna be for whoever actually got that specific tea going on. Okay, let's get the tea though. You know what, should I get the vibes and then the tea, or should I just let me just get the tea? I said I was gonna get this tea. We're gonna get the tea. I mean, they're still here waiting on my voice, so if you want to wait for the next one, I'd appreciate it. Bet I'ma wait. I might do it either later or I might do it tomorrow. We gonna see. Y'all, I gotta make me an ad. I'm starting to make ads for TikTok Shop. Y'all, I got accepted to their little program. Yeah, so y'all gonna see me be making some ads. Make me some money. Okay. Anyways. Well, let's get this tea for the collective, okay? What's significant to the collective at this time? Most High, angels, ancestors, and ascended masters that are here to provide truth and clarity to our lovely collective. What are we going to talk about here? What's the tea? Also, safe travels, prayers for my baby going to Mississippi. Oh, safe travels to Rachel's baby. You got to have such a nice time. Ain't nothing like spending time with your grandparents, for real. That's a different type of love. You know what I'm saying? I may not necessarily, you know, why do I feel like I want to skip being a mom just to be somebody's grandma? You know what I'm saying? Let's get the collective's energy here. What's the tea? Girl, I'm staying home. Period. Okay. Get a little time to relax. No worries. But that ought to be fun for him though. I love spending time with grandma and grandpa. That kind of energy. That one was trying to hide, like it didn't want to come out. For the collective, give me some more. What's this tea? Reflecting is here. It's the only one that turned over the correct way to where I could see it. Somebody here is reflecting. Could be very significant of the energy that I was just in, reflecting on how I acted yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And how that really affected what I got going on and things like that. Okay, jackpot on the bottom. Jackpot. Somebody could be hitting the jackpot. I could have hit the jackpot last night. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Who really knows? I sure don't. Winning money, got rich, inheritance, and unexpected money. Jackpot. Excuse me. But reflecting and in their head are the only two that came out upright or flipped over to where I can see. Yeah, he normally goes to space camp in Alabama, then Mississippi, but no space camp this year. Oh, they said we ain't doing space camp. Dang, that seems cool though, space camp. In their head, overthinking, stressed, and over analyzing. So somebody could be reflecting on a situation with you. Somebody could be driving themselves crazy. You on somebody's mind, collective. But look, this is why they getting drove crazy. The first card I actually flip over is ignoring. So collective, this is giving you're definitely ignoring someone who is like who you live. Okay, you live in this person's head rent free, but you're ignoring them, or they're ignoring you. Put yourself where you belong in this energy, of course. But either way, like, it's giving somebody here is reflecting on a situation. Could be you, could be this person, but either way, somebody's getting ignored. Could be with driving cars. You know, okay, what else? I'm talking about give me one more like the cards that are already on the table. Fake smiles. And somebody could be pretending to be just fine, y'all. Somebody could be showing up smiling even though they really want to be frowning one day. Fishing for comments. Somebody could be going through your stuff looking for little evidences. See what they can see. You know what I'm saying? Hearting. No facts. Somebody could be coming to conclusion. Somebody could be doing like weird spiritual stuff, such as going to see you. You know what I'm saying? And you see what he doing. In his home, he probably going to see somebody. You know what I'm saying? In the realm. Somebody could be kind of like watching you that way. This could be that stagnant energy somebody was feeling, and or like a surge of negative energy. If you be getting surges of negative energy out of nowhere, it could be because somebody's doing stuff they ain't got no business doing for no reason, with no facts here. Never has the facts, make shit up, lies. If you ask somebody about this, they probably would lie to them. You know what I'm saying? Or they probably would try to justify it. You know what I'm saying? It's that kind of energy. Ain't got no business justifying that, but hey. Okay. Into you. Yeah, somebody's just into you, collective. Very much. Okay? Whoever it is that you live in their head rent free, they're very much into you. But fishing for comments and no facts is crazy, because it's like maybe if they're not finding anything like on your social media or in your comments and stuff, that doesn't mean that they're not telling somebody else lies. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of energy. Okay. Since we ended with the Empress on the bottom of this deck, I'm going to use this deck next because the Empress is sitting on top. For the collective, let's get this tea. All right, give me the tea for the collective. What's going on here? Why this person got issues? Because if somebody is traveling spiritually to see, you know, like they had issues. Oh, Queen of Pentacles is here again. Okay, so somebody could be paying very close attention to your work or something like that. You could be focused on work, which is why you could possibly be ignoring someone else. 8s could be significant because it is 505, but I'm also seeing 3 and 3 for the amount of people and thumbs up in here that I have. Okay, so 8s could be very significant. You could be getting to that bag as the Queen of Pentacles. You could just literally be minding your business at the time, minding your business, especially if some of y'all have businesses. You could literally just be minding your business, but they're minding it too. Weirdo. All right, what else? Give me the Queen of Pentacles. What's significant here for the collective? The World. Okay, so collective, as much as you may not want to hear it, somebody may still like somebody may still consider you their world, or if they could get you back, they would feel they would feel complete. They would feel up. They would feel fulfilled. Okay, King of Cups here. Somebody want to just continue to pour love into you, but you could just definitely be like rejecting this person or ignoring this person's advances. Okay, what else? Okay, Ace of Cups. But you're focused on work because you're receiving at this time. Not only receiving monetarily, but it's definitely giving, receiving happiness in your heart space as well with the Ace of Cups here. You could be being gifted from the Most High with happiness or genuine joy. Okay, genuine joy could be very significant here. It's like somebody may have taken a chance not that long ago, okay, because they pray about it with the Hierophant making an appearance here. Somebody could have taken the chance that they were led to take. Okay, with the Page of Pentacles, that's what gave me the inkling that somebody stepped out on a chance that they didn't know if they was gonna make it or not. They just actually took the small offer. For somebody, it started small, definitely. Maybe you didn't have a lot of faith at first, but it's given like, even though it may have been weird, or maybe it was something different that maybe you don't usually do, it's given since you prayed about it and that's the answer you got. You actually stepped out on that faith. Mind you, faith was the very first card that came out in the reading today. So somebody here could just have very strong faith. Okay, somebody here is also a master magician, because the magician did come out earlier when we was pulling from that good tarot deck. So this is why you are manifesting heavily here. And it's funny because the Page of Pentacles is on the bottom, but we started with the Queen of Pentacles here. It's like started from the bottom, now we're here. You know what I'm saying? For somebody that got it out the mud. And I was talking about lotus flowers not that long ago. This is why I love the lotus, because the lotus can grow out of mud. You know what I'm saying? You can take some nasty, ugly mud and you get a beautiful lotus flower out of it. And it's like, maybe this opportunity seemed like you was gonna be playing in the mud, but then like boom, you in this Queen of Pentacles energy, feeling complete. Okay, this is why somebody might feel incomplete without you, because they see you all complete over there. What you doing over there complete? Why things going good for you when I'm miserable without you? And it's because you just felt divinely guided to do certain things, and instead of doubting yourself, you just pushed through. Even though whatever it is started very small with the Page of Pentacles, maybe as a small idea for money, but you pushed through. You know what I'm saying? Same here with me. Is the idea of leaving my job to become a tarot reader. Do you think that, do anybody up in here think that I, in my right mind, quit my job with a whole bunch of clients? Hell no, I didn't have one. I didn't have one single consistent client. Okay, I just stepped out on faith. I didn't know if it was gonna work. But then I continued to push through, and here I am. I started with 0 subscribers. Now on here I have about 800 subscribers, which I am so grateful for y'all. Okay, every single one of y'all are 800. Okay, and it's only going up from here. It didn't start at no 800. It started at 0. I didn't start with 4 or 5 people being alive at once. I started with 0. And that goes back to what I said, when it's coming to building a community or building something from yourself for yourself, you have to know that sometimes it's not going to be a walk in the park. Sometimes you will be the only one that shows up. But guess what? As long as you continue to put forth that energy because you got faith in the plan, you will see these results that you prayed for. And some of y'all are actively in that space. Period. Period. Page of Swords, and people are watching. People got their little eye on you. Some people might be trying to take notes. They trying to know exactly what actions you took. And the thing is, they don't even know it even about the actions you took. It was about the faith you had in the plan that the Most High gave. Yes, okay. What else is significant for the collective at this time? This is why you live in their head rent free, because they can't figure it out. They doubt themselves. Why do they doubt themselves? They're not worried about their plan Most High. They're worried about what you be as successful as you are at this time, collective.